And we move down to a start now in the Thames, the Club Men's 8 between Thames Rowing Club B and Marlow Rowing Club.
Nothing quite like watching 8s go off the start. Good, clean and quick there, but I think it's important to find out what the latest is as this race has developed, because I think this is going to be another really close one.
And we move now to the live pictures. Marlow have a slight lead. They're moving out to about a length now over the crew in the Bark Station. That's Thames Rowing Club B. What would you have thought about this race planning out?
Well, I'd have thought that Marlow would be doing well by now. I thought it'd be a really, really tight one. That Thames Rowing Club B boat is actually the 4th 8 at Thames Rowing Club. So you'll see that in the ladies, I believe that's their 3rd 8. This is essentially their 4th 8. So it's amazing that a club can field so many athletes that are able to compete at this level. But this being their 4th boat, you'd expect them to do well, but still really tough competition. And Marlow are setting down quite a tight challenge here. They've been competing recently at the Marlow Regatta in intermediate 2/8 and been progressing rather well at that. So you'd expect them to do well here, but I thought it would be slightly tighter than 1 length. Who knows how it'll change, though, coming up to the enclosures.
Yeah, look, it does look like the school, the crew from Marlow does have their rating just up, just down ever so slightly. They're a little bit more powerful through the water, but it's the crew from Thames Rowing Club that had their rating up, and we can see that starting to really have an impact now. It looks to me as though the crew from Marlow in the Buck Station on the right-hand side of your screen has potentially gone out too hard. They're really starting to, I think, suffer from not having their rating up quite as high. Their blade work's starting to just fall apart just a fraction, but the pressure is coming from Thames Rowing Club B now in the Buck Station.
Thames are still striking at 34, so I wonder when they're going to kick in another gear and really try to burn away from, or gather momentum and catch up with Marlow. So it's interesting to see how this race is developing here. The winner's going to go on to face Belvoir Ruder Club Zurich from Switzerland, who we saw beat City of Bristol Rowing Club by 4 lengths just a few races ago. So again, it's going to be a tight one in the next round.
And a little bit of a dirty stroke there from the Marlow Club. The Bowman's starting to look around, they're starting to tire, and it's neck for neck. We haven't seen a comeback like this, I don't think, in the racing today. There was more than a length.
They've lifted the rating up to 38 now as we come into the closing stages, and they've done more than they needed to. Warning here for, I believe, for Thames to move over. But what an incredible last few hundred metres from Thames there. They've not only closed down a length lead, but they've surged ahead by nearly half a length with 100 metres to go.
And an incredible finish here by Thames Rowing Club. They've had the beat up, they made a real push, and they ate back into that lead held by Marlow in the early stages of the race. And Thames crossing there to take the win. Marlow looking absolutely gutted. They put themselves out there, but a bit too hard, too early.
You can hear the 3 cheers in the background. It just shows such strength of mind and willpower to come from a position of being a length down. You so rarely see 8s close down even half a length lead, let alone a full length and then lead by a length crossing the line.
And you can see the pain on the faces of the Marlow rowers there. That is the tough way to do it. Take a massive lead and then just tire and blow like that. That is a tough way to do it. But the win there, congratulations, of course, going to Thames.